service is what creates customer loyalty, and we're willing to stand on our heads to keep you coming back. In fact, we'll stand on our heads, then do cartwheels. We'll chuckle. We'll ride unicycles. We'll ride unicycles while twirling plates on the ends of sticks. Anything to show you that you're number one. We'll wear funny hats. We'll cover ourselves in your choice of delicious ice cream toppings and light our hair on fire. We'll hire you a band. We'll repaint your house. We'll introduce you to Mr. Robert De Niro. We'll have attractive young people.
All right then, let's get these 4 players moving along.
I think the audio input level should be at 8.
Okay, folks, we're getting close. 10 seconds.
All my breast.
And go spring check.
6, 5,
Okay, fade to black.
From the makers of Flatulence, the scented suppositories.
Welcome to the game. My name's Cookie Masterson, and I'm afraid of zippers. Are you 4 part of a cult? There are your screws to get you started. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Fashion Barrel Barrelware. Comfort, freedom, style, and the faint smell of pickles. Wear your wood well.
And right this way. Let's begin with, I can't feel my potatoes. Oh, I love Pringles. You know what their slogan says? Once you pop, you can't stop. It's so true. If once you popped, you couldn't stop, and you decided to enter a 12-step program at Pringleholics Anonymous, what would be the first step? Weaning yourself away from Pringles, helping others with their Pringle problems, asking forgiveness for your Pringle problem, or admitting you have a Pringle problem. Players 1 and 2. Player 3. Say you're sorry for wasting my time. Player 4. The first step of the 12-step program as created by AA is admitting you have a problem and are powerless to your addiction. For the record, I certainly don't have a Pringle problem. I only eat them at parties and nightclub bathrooms and in bed while watching old episodes of Love Connection. Next up, make this your main profile question? Who would most likely use the famous surgeon's photograph as their main profile pic on Facebook? Albert Einstein, Dr. Robert Jarvik, Marilyn Monroe, or Nessie the Loch Ness Monster? Excuse me. Player 3. I'm not sure of all the photos of Marilyn Monroe out there. I'd want to see one taken by a surgeon. Okay, maybe. Player 4. The famous photograph of Nessie poking her head out of the water is known as the surgeon's photograph because it was supposedly taken by a doctor. And since then, the photo has indeed proven to be doctored. By the way, Nessie enjoys water skiing, long walks on the beach at night, and playing Mafia Wars. Oh, and she's a diehard Christian. Up next, who be you? Which arrangement of B words fills in the following blanks? Blank movie, blank Arthur, blank cool, Sloop John blank. BBBB, 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 or BBBB.
Whoa! Oh, that was nice.
Player 1, B no. Player 3, B movie, B Arthur, B cool, the 2005 movie starring John Travolta, and Sloop John B, the Beach Boys song. Hey Beach Boys, BB. One thing I'm very proud of is that I got straight B's in college, 'cause hepatitis C is the bad one, right? Everybody quattro, hey! I call this one vegetable. Which VeggieTales character would be classified as having an ectomorph body type? Bob the Tomato, Archibald Asparagus, Larry the Cucumber, or Jerry Gourd? Can't do anything right, can you? Player 3, Like Larry, you're on the verge of being in a pickle jar. Player 1. Ectomorphs have thin, narrow chests and abdomens. Which is too skinny if you ask me. Personally, I prefer something with a little meat on its bones. Or any meat. Or bones. Like chicken wings. I'm hungry.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
How about yo-ho, ow? And it's a dis or dat. Player 2, why don't you take this dis or dat since you need the most help? I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it's a type of ab exercise, part of a pirate ship, or both. If it's an ab exercise, press the square button. If it's part of a pirate ship, press your circle button. If it's both, press the X button. Each one right gets you $300. But each one wrong totally screws up your back. The rest of you ought to pay attention. Make your selections before player 2, because if player 2 gets it wrong, everyone who got it right will split the winnings. You've got 30 seconds. Ready? Let's go. Flying jib. Maybe you should try doing this with only one eye patch on. Of course, the easiest exercise for a pirate to do is the amputated leg lift. Round 1 is complete. And player 4 is in the lead, for now. Don't forget, all the questions in round 2 are worth double. And keep in mind, the wrong answer of the game is still out there waiting for you. Okay, here it comes. Open wide for I Can't Quit You movie franchise. Suppose they make a sequel to Brokeback Mountain set on the second tallest mountain in the world. What might it be called? Brokeback K2? Brokeback Mountain 2 Matterhorny? Brokeback 2 Never Rest on Everest? Or Broke Black Mountain? Player 2. The mountain known as K2 on the border of Pakistan and China is the second tallest mountain in the world after Mount Everest. Personally, I prefer Brokeback Mountain, the remount. Get out of here! Seriously, get out of here. Player 4. You know what they say, once you go to Broke Black Mountain, you never go back. Take a stab at, my accountant's a real joker. Why might an accountant use a Heath ledger? To keep track of his nerves, to keep track of his livestock, to keep track of his fireplace, or to keep track of his shrubbery? Player 3. Why the hell would you need to keep track of a fireplace? Player 4. Accountants use ledgers to keep track of things, like Heath, a kind of shrubbery. And after a full day of shrubbery accounting, I'm sure he's pretty bushed.
Lord and chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Next, American literature is garbage. Okay, somebody sent in somebody's trash.
Looking through your trash bag. What's it say about you? Funky trash.
All right. This steaming pile of trash smells literary. Let's see what we can find. There's an ambulance driver's license from World War I, some Cuban cigar butts, and an empty bottle of foot cream specifically designed for six-toed cats. What famous author does this trash belong to? Mark Twain, John Steinbeck, Ernest Hemingway, or Toni Morrison? What were you thinking there? Player 1. Go pet the rabbits, George. Player 3. Ernest Hemingway was a volunteer ambulance driver in World War I, spent 20 years living in Cuba, and owned a collection of six-toed cats known as Hemingway cats. Let's see what else Hemingway threw out. Huh, what's this? A Farewell to Arms 2, Armless and Lovin' It. Jeez, I'll just put that back in the garbage.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me,
Let's try. I'd like to make a reservation for 6.3 people, please. Based on the average household size in the United States, what might you expect to hear at one of these restaurants? Table for 2.6 at the Cheesecake Factory, table for 2.9 at Red Robin, table for 3.2 at Denny's, or table for 3.5 at Cracker Barrel. Player 3, check please. Player 1, there is an automatic gratuity charge added for stupid answers. Player 2, the average American household is made up of 2.6 people, give or take an arm or a torso. Though if you base it on weight, that number increases significantly after eating at Cheesecake Factory. Player 4, you're wrong! Wow, that was a lot more fun than a barrel of crackers. And speaking of barrels, you want a designer barrel courtesy of our sponsor, Fashion Barrel Barrelware. You're going to like the way you look. In a barrel, I guarantee it. In a barrel. Today's wrong answer of the game is accompanied by an $8,000 cash bonus. Have at it.
Hold me, never let me go. Am I dreaming?
This one's known as fries or tater tots. Hey, did you know King Tut was just 9 years old when he became Pharaoh of Egypt? Probably still read the Egyptian funny papers every day. Considering which animal the Egyptians worshipped, which ancient comic strip character would King Tut have enjoyed the most? Garfield Hotep, Marmaduke Memnon, Dilbertiti, or Opus Iris? Oh, the humanity! Player 3, you think the ancient Egyptians worshipped middle-class corporate American office workers? Yeah, that sounds about right. Player 2, the ancient Egyptians were known to revere and worship cats, like Garfield and Garfield Hotep. And they hated Mondays. Welcome to the attack. When you see two clues that match, press the X button. 4,000 if you're right, but say goodbye to 4,000 if you're wrong. And most importantly, remember the clue. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. A banana by any other name would smell as banana-y. Perhaps you know these foods by their aliases. Good luck. 4's got it! That win was alright, Player 4. Just kinda middle-of-the-road average, dull, run-of-the-mill alright. Honestly, if you were playing a more challenging game like Risk or something, I don't think you would have done that well, so take what you can. That includes this.
You don't know Jack!
Good job, everyone. Donnie, what are we doing?
Well, now's the time when you should alert me of any intentions to continue.
Hey-ya. Do you ever feel like your fishy friends get the raw end of every deal? When the chihuahuas are carried around in their Louis Vuitton purses and the labradoodles are on long walks in their fur-trimmed vests, your goldie fish is left in its bowl, naked. So come shop at Fashion Fiestas. We are the country's leading provider of designer fish apparel and accessories. Hats, shoes, glasses, pants, underwater styles that'll make your fish look fantastic. Right, Goldie? Come to Fashion Fiestas.
Hey everybody, this is Mike Builder, General Manager of Jellyvision Games, the makers of You Don't Know Jack. We're hard at work here on the floor of the Jellyvision Game Design Workshop, coming up with great games that you'll be playing in the years to come. So keep your eyes peeled for some of our upcoming products, like Angry Yoga, Vampires vs. Show Dogs, Wacky Okie, What's That Smell?, Newscaster, Tax Preparation 3D, Space Farts, Enough About You, and Tween Fighter. We're also working on lots of casual games that are fun for the whole family. Puppy Bucket, Everybody Help Grandma, Jarts, Awkward Confessions, and so much more. So if you love fun and fart noises, clear some room on your game shelf for the Jellyvision games of the future.
Later tonight on the season premiere of Hoofs of Love. 18 women living in a house competing for the love of one famous horse.
Oh my god, he was in that movie Hidalgo? He was the one that wasn't Viggo Mortensen.
Who's up for body shots?
But it's not just fun and games because all's fair in love and horse.
Most of these women are here to drink and be on TV. But for me, it's real. I'm falling in love with that horse.
Sorry, I am not here to make friends. I am here to a horse.
And it's all part of one horse's crazy journey to find love in L.A.
I'm afraid there's only one saddle left. Will it go to Tamara or Nikki?
Oh my gosh, pick me.
Oh, let it be me.
Don't say nay.
That bitch better get off my horse.
It's time for an all-new season of Hoofs of Love. This horse is not just back, he's bareback. I'm so embarrassed, Barbara. I just don't know why this is happening to me.
Maybe it's time we considered getting a little help. What about a prescription drug?
Or maybe I should just put my in a splint.
Trouble chubbing up? Scared of pills? Now there's help from Professor Willie's Dingle Splints, the only $5.99 over-the-counter solution for erectile dysfunction.
Thank you so much, honey.
Don't thank me. Thank Professor Willie.
Professor Willie's Dingle Splints. Getting wood the old-fashioned way. It's collapsible, it's expandable, it fits in your pocket, it fits in your mouth. The Omni-Tool has it all.
It's a wood chipper, it's a cat carrier, it's an oven, it's a cradle.
It slices through glass and dissolves metal.
It's a shovel, it's an ironing board, it's a bug zapper, it's a radon detector.
Don't just buy one.
It's a tampon, it's a broadcasting tower, it's a war memorial, it's a Spanish dictionary.
Replace 10,000 clumsy tools with one Omni-Tool.
It's an air conditioner, it's flattering pants, it's a bomb shelter, it's a healthy alternative to bacon.
Plus, the Omni-Tool is 100% edible and fits comfortably in your pocket.
It's a covered wagon, it's the face of God, it's a space helmet, it's a particle accelerator.
Operators are standing by. Get yours today.
It's a toy, it's a rifle, it's a walrus diaper, it's a lemon zester.
And now a message from the law offices of Edgar J. Penrod.
I'm attorney Edgar J. Penrod. Have you recently been in an auto accident? Have you suffered major injuries? If you answered yes to both of these questions, then chances are you're the person I hit with my car last week. So call the law offices of Edgar J. Penrod today. Because hey, nobody wants to go to court, right?
The law offices of Edgar J. Penrod. Sorry, our bad.